Hello, and welcome. Thank you for being here. I want to tell you something important today. Something that might change how you think about your time. And about your future. How many hours have you spent learning English? Think about it. Maybe 100 hours? Maybe 1,000 hours? Maybe more? And yet, sometimes you still feel stuck. You still feel frustrated. You still wonder, will I ever actually be fluent? Here's what I realized recently. It's not about how much time you spend learning English. It's about how you spend your time. Because time is the one thing you can never get back. Once it's gone forever. And the biggest regret people have? Not that they studied too much, but that they wasted their time on things that didn't matter, on pursuits that didn't fulfill them, on dreams they never actually pursued. Today, I want to talk about that. About not wasting your life. And how learning English is actually part of a bigger story. A story about becoming the person you're meant to be. Let's go. Firstly, let's see shadowing practice guide. What is shadowing? Speaking simultaneously with the speaker, repeating their words as they say them. How to practice. 1. Watch the segment at your level: beginner, intermediate, advanced. 2. During playback, speak the words at the same time as the speaker. 3. Try to match pronunciation, rhythm, intonation, emotion. 4. Don't worry about being perfect. 5. Repeat each segment 3 times minimum. Benefits. Improves pronunciation dramatically. Trains your brain to think in English. Builds confidence in speaking. Naturally improves listening comprehension. Makes your speech sound more native-like. Tips. Start slowly, then increase speed. Record yourself and compare with the original. Focus on one segment until you feel comfortable. Then move to the next segment. After 1 week, your pronunciation will improve dramatically. Let me take you back to 10 years ago. I was 25 years old. I had just finished university. I had a degree. I had a job offer. On the outside, everything looked good. But on the inside, I was completely lost. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what I wanted. I just knew I was unhappy. Every morning, I would wake up and feel this weight. This heaviness. Like I was going through the motions. Living someone else's life, not mine. And I would think, is this it? Is this all there is? I would go to work, do my job, come home, watch TV, sleep, repeat. Every single day was the same. And I was wasting it. I could feel it. But I didn't know how to stop. Then, one day, something happened. A friend of mine had an accident. He was hit by a car. For 3 weeks, he was in the hospital. And I didn't know if he would live. I remember sitting in that hospital room, looking at him lying there, and thinking, what if this was me? What if I only had days left? What would I regret? And the answer was, everything. I regretted wasting my time on things that didn't matter. I regretted not pursuing my dreams. I regretted not learning the language I always wanted to learn. I regretted not traveling, not writing, not creating. I regretted being average. And in that moment, I made a decision. My friend lived, thank God. But I decided, I'm not going to waste another day. Starting today, my life is different. And it was. I quit my job that wasn't fulfilling me. I started learning English seriously. Not for a test, not for a job, but for me. Because I wanted to speak to the world. I wanted to understand movies and books and people. I wanted to expand my mind. And learning English became the vehicle for that. Every day, I would practice. Not because I had to, but because I wanted to. Because each day was an investment in my future. In becoming the person I wanted to be. And that changed everything. Because I wasn't studying English. I was becoming someone fluent in English. Do you see the difference? It's not just about learning a skill. It's about becoming a different version of yourself. Now, I want to be direct with you. I know you're watching this because you want to learn English. But I want to ask you something real. Are you learning English for the right reasons? Or are you wasting your time? Think about it. If you're learning English because your boss told you to, you're preparing for a test, everyone else is doing it, then you're probably wasting your time. Because there's no meaning behind it. But if you're learning English because you want to connect with people worldwide, you want to read books and watch movies in English, you want to expand your mind and perspective, you want to become a better, more educated version of yourself, then you're investing in your future. Then every minute matters. Here's the hard truth. Time doesn't care about your excuses. Time doesn't care that you're tired, or busy, or unmotivated. Time keeps moving. Every day, every hour, every minute. And once it's gone, you can't get it back. So the question isn't, how do I find time to learn English? The question is, am I willing to make time? Am I willing to prioritize this? Am I willing to become the person who speaks English fluently? Because that's what it takes. Not luck, not talent, not being naturally gifted. Just priority, consistency, and belief. But here's what I want to tell you. If you are willing to do this, if you are willing to make English a priority, your life will change. Not just your English, your whole life. Because learning a language isn't just about words. It's about perspective. When you learn a language, you connect with millions of new people. Access knowledge in a new language. Experience different cultures. Expand your thinking. Become more intelligent. Gain more opportunities. Build more confidence. I'm not exaggerating. Language learning changes how you think. It literally rewires your brain. And when your brain works differently, your whole life works differently. You start seeing possibilities you never saw before. You start taking risks you were too scared to take. You start living instead of just existing. So I'm asking you, are you ready for that? Are you ready to not waste your life? Are you ready to invest in becoming fluent in English? If the answer is yes, then everything I'm about to share is going to change how you approach English learning. Let's go. Okay, so if you're going to do this, if you're going to stop wasting your time and actually learn English, you need clarity. You need to know exactly what you're working toward. Not, I want to be fluent. That's too vague. But, in 6 months, I want to watch movies without subtitles. Or, in 3 months, I want to have a 30-minute conversation with a native speaker. That's clarity. That's specific. And specific goals are achievable goals. So right now, I want you to think. What do I want to achieve in English? Write it down. Be specific. Set a timeline. Make it real. Second, you need purpose. Why do you want to learn English? Not the surface reason, but the deep reason. Is it to travel the world and talk to people? Read your favorite books in English. Watch your favorite movies without subtitles. Get a better job. Feel more confident. Expand your mind. Your purpose is your fuel. When you have a deep purpose, learning English isn't painful. It becomes joyful. Because every day you're moving towards something that matters. You're not just studying grammar. You're moving closer to a version of yourself you want to become. So here's my challenge. Find your purpose. Write it down. And put it somewhere you see every day. On your mirror. On your phone. On your computer. Because on days when you're tired, when you want to quit, your purpose will remind you why. Third, you need consistency. This is non-negotiable. Not intensity. Consistency. You don't need to study 8 hours on Saturday. You need to study 30 minutes every day. Why? Because your brain needs regular input to build new neural pathways. You can't skip for a week and then make it up. It doesn't work like that. Consistency is like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth once a week. You brush them every day. Because daily brushing keeps your teeth healthy. Daily English practice keeps your English healthy. And alive. And growing? So here's what I recommend. Find 30 minutes every day. Just 30 minutes. And protect that time. Treat it like a doctor's appointment. You don't miss a doctor's appointment. So don't miss your English appointment. Here's how. Morning, 10 minutes. Start your day with listening. Listen to an English podcast, news, or audiobook. While you shower. While you cook breakfast. Just listen. Let your brain wake up to the sound of English. Your only job is to listen. Don't try to understand everything. Just listen. Midday, 10 minutes. Around lunch or your break. Read something in English. A news article, a blog post, a few pages of a book. Something you're interested in. Not something boring or textbook-like. Something that matters to you. Your job is to read and absorb. Learn new vocabulary. Learn how native speakers write. Evening, 10 minutes. Before bed, practice speaking. Talk to yourself. Or if you can, have a conversation with a language partner. 30 minutes of daily English could look like 10 minutes, listen. 10 minutes, read. 10 minutes, speak. That's it. Simple. But if you do this every day, for 90 days, your English will transform. Not maybe. Will. Because 90 days, 30 minutes, 45 hours of focused practice. That's more real English than most people get in a year. But here's the thing. You can have clarity. You can have purpose. You can have consistency. But without belief, it's all for nothing. You have to believe you can do this. Not hope, believe. There's a difference. Hope is, maybe it will work out. Belief is, it will work out. I'm going to make it work. And here's the secret. You don't need to believe in yourself yet. You just need to believe in the process. Trust the process. When you wake up tired and don't feel like practicing, trust the process. When you don't feel like you're making progress, trust the process. When you hear someone speak fast and you don't understand, trust the process. Because the process works. I've done it. Thousands of others have done it. And you can do it too. So here's what I want you to do. Close your eyes for a moment. Imagine yourself 6 months from now. You're watching a movie in English, without subtitles. And you understand it. You're having a conversation with a native speaker. And you're not nervous. You're having fun. You sound like you, not a textbook. Imagine that feeling. That's the person you're becoming. And starting today, every action you take is an investment in that person. Every day of practice. Every moment of listening. Every conversation. You're building that future version of yourself. Hold on to that image. And let it motivate you. Here's something they don't teach you in school. Your time is your only real wealth. You can make more money. You can buy more things. You can accumulate more possessions. But you cannot make more time. Every single person gets 24 hours a day. Billionaires don't get more. Celebrities don't get more. You don't get more. 24 hours. What you do with those 24 hours. That's the difference between living your dreams or living someone else's dreams. Being fulfilled or being regretful. Becoming who you want to be or staying stuck. So the question isn't, do I have time to learn English? The question is, what am I doing with my time that's more important than my future? Truth 2. Every wasted minute is a lost opportunity. Here's another truth. Every minute you waste on social media, on distractions, on things that don't matter, is a minute you cannot spend on becoming fluent. It's not just lost time. It's a lost opportunity. A lost chance to become a better version of yourself. Think about it. If you spend 2 hours scrolling Instagram every day, that's 14 hours a week. That's 60 hours a month. That's 730 hours a year. What could you achieve in 730 hours? You could become fluent in English. That's enough time to master a language. But instead, those hours disappear into videos you'll forget, into likes that don't matter, into content that doesn't improve your life. I'm not saying social media is evil, but I'm saying, be intentional. Ask yourself, is this worth my time? Is this moving me toward my goals? If the answer is no, say no. Say no to distractions. Say yes to your future. Truth 3. You need to fall in love with the process. Most people hate studying. They hate practicing. They hate the grind. But here's the secret. You don't actually hate studying. You hate boring studying. You hate studying things you don't care about. You hate studying with no purpose. But when you learn something you love, when you practice something that matters, suddenly, it's not painful. It becomes fun. So here's my recommendation. Choose content you love. If you love movies, watch movies in English. If you love sports, watch sports commentary in English. If you love cooking, watch cooking channels in English. If you love business, read business articles in English. Don't force yourself to study boring textbook material. Find English in the things you already love. And suddenly, learning English becomes something you want to do. Not something you have to do. That's the difference between someone who gives up after 2 weeks and someone who becomes fluent in 6 months. Finally, remember this. English isn't just a language. It's a key. A key to millions of people, billions of opportunities, infinite possibilities. When you speak English, you can travel anywhere and understand people. Read the greatest books ever written. Watch the most important movies. Access knowledge in the biggest language of knowledge. Connect with people from every country. Build international relationships. Access better jobs and opportunities. Expand your thinking beyond what you thought possible. English isn't a subject to study. It's a door. And on the other side of that door is a completely different life. A life with more freedom, more opportunities, more possibility. So when you're tired and want to skip practice, remember, you're not just practicing English. You're opening a door. You're becoming someone new. You're changing your life. Hold on to that. Alright, I've shared a lot with you today. But I want to end with this. Your life is not a dress rehearsal. This is it. This is the only life you get. And right now, today, you have a choice. You can continue as you are, wasting time, watching it pass, regretting later. Or you can decide. Today is different. Today, I stop wasting my life. Today, I invest in my future. Today, I become someone fluent in English. Today, I become the person I want to be. I genuinely believe you can do this. Not maybe, believe. You have everything you need. You have intelligence. You have internet. You have access. All you need now is the decision. The decision to commit. The decision to be consistent. The decision to believe. And if you make that decision today, in 6 months, you won't recognize yourself. Your English will be fluent. Your confidence will be unshakable. Your opportunities will be unlimited. And most importantly, you won't look back and regret wasting your time. You'll look back and be proud. Proud of what you did. Proud of who you became. Proud that you didn't waste your life. So I'm asking you, are you ready? Are you ready to make today the day everything changes? If yes, then let's go. Right now, here's what I want you to do. Step 1. Download the free 90-day action plan. Link in the description. It has your complete plan, daily activities, weekly goals. Step 2. Subscribe to this channel. Hit the subscribe button. We post motivational English lessons every week. Step 3. Comment below. Tell me, what are you committing to? What's your goal? I read every comment, and I want to support your journey. Step 4. Share this video. Send it to someone you know who needs to hear this message. Someone who's wasting time. Someone who needs motivation. Because when you help someone else change their life, you change your own life too. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for letting me into your life. And thank you for being willing to change. Because that's what today is. Today is the day you decided. Today is the day your life changed. And I'm so proud of you. For watching, for listening, for believing. Keep going, keep practicing, keep growing. And the next time we talk, I want to hear about your transformation. I want to hear that you're speaking English fluently. That you're connecting with people worldwide. That you're living, not just existing. I believe in you. Now go and become. English Compass is here for you every step of the way. Let's go.